just letting her warm up a little bit right now, but I can tell you what, this thing is covered in pollen. She has not been driven in, I don't know, a week or two, something like that. As I'll be honest with you, have not been daily in the GTI here recently. Sometimes it's just a bit too much, and just kind of like to lay low in the Mazda. It's a much more quiet car. I don't have to worry about getting pulled over just for driving around and being loud. So, you know, not dailing it at the moment, but it's still treating us well. It looks damn good too. Yeah, you can definitely see that layer of pollen right there on that hood, especially from the inside of the car. But also, one thing, people ask me all the time about these gauges. These gauges are, I believe, 2016 and up. You have to have the updated or the upgraded newer model of this infotainment center. The smaller screen version doesn't have it. You have to have this version, and it's still not even guaranteed, but you're more likely to have it. I'm gonna have to show you guys this full thing. This burnout that this person did was a quarter mile long right here. I mean, they just fully sent it. Looks like they started right here. We got ourselves a pile of rubber going on right there. But yeah, I mean, it is all the way down that road. It's pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie. All right, guys, I will go in and apologize if there's any serious wind noise right now. We've just had some seriously windy days here, and I've got you guys on a little lavalier mic trying to help deal with it as good as I can. But if you guys get a little bit of wind disruption, that's my bad. Car's looking pretty good today. You know, not too bad, not too bad. Like I said, super windy. But today's video, we are actually going to be talking about something that was a little bit unfortunate that happened to us, but we did make it out all right. But let's go ahead and just kind of dive into that story. So if you're one of the OGs and you just, you know, stick around to the end of the videos, you guys would have seen on our mountain drive a while back, we ended up hitting an 18-wheeler tire. We hit it going 85 miles an hour. We were trying to pass an 18-wheeler, and right whenever we got up beside them, their rear tire blew out. And well, there was just nothing we could do about it. It shot into our lane, and sure enough, we hit it. It could have been much worse. I thought I was about to lose a carbon fiber hood. I saw the tire up above the hood and I was like, oh no, this is just, it's gonna be bad. Somehow, some way, it just got sucked under the car real fast. And don't get me wrong, it did not leave without making its mark. It definitely left its mark on my car. But let me just show you guys the damage and just kind of show you guys that it could have been a whole lot worse, honestly. All right, so looking at the car, the first thing that you guys are probably going to notice is the fact that, well, there is no front grille in there. And sure enough, the tire just destroyed that front grille. But I'm very glad that it took out the front grille and not the hood or really even the bumper at all. The bumper's not that messed up at all, honestly. But the grille just got destroyed. Let me show you guys up close. We actually, if I move this plastic out of the way, you can see it just snapped off in several points right here, broke a bunch of plastics, broke a few of these clips that were up in there as well. Overall, that was the thing that seemed to take the the majority of the damage, honestly. I will also say, if you guys look, I think you guys can see right through there. You can see the ground over there. You can see the ground through there. It took all of the undercarriage plastic with it. It just ripped everything out all at once. And that's something I didn't actually notice right away. I saw a whole bunch of stuff fly out from behind me. I thought it was just the tire. It sure enough did take all of the undercarriage plastic with it. And it also messed up the carbon fiber lip. Once again, we are down another carbon fiber lip. It could have been much worse on this thing. You guys can see that's like the main crack right there. And then it's also split on the bottom side. But it could have been much, much worse. I mean, you can tell the lip looks pretty good aside from that one little imperfection. And there's also a little bit of cracking going up there where it was actually mounted on and it just got stressed so hard because the bolts that I had in there were not about to let go unless it was going to take my whole bumper off with it. And thank God that did not happen. From my perspective though, I was just driving like this and all of a sudden right over here, I just see this massive piece of black rubber coming up. And it's about, I'd say, a foot above the hood of the cars where I'm seeing the amount of it that was hanging over. Somehow it was so long, the piece of shrapnel, that my tire, it seems like, grabbed it and just yanked it under the car real fast before it could ever touch the hood. It didn't even leave a mark on my bumper. I don't know how, but it didn't. I mean, it just destroyed everything under the car. Don't get me wrong. There's no plastics under my car anymore. None. My bumper is holding on by a thread, but it still holds on. I mean, it's not like I'm ever doing it 100 miles an hour in reverse where I'm going to be having downforce pulling that thing off or anything like that. For the most part, always driving forward, it's just going to be pushing the bumper onto the car. And like, yeah, it wiggles a little bit. I'll show you guys that in a second.
but I'm not concerned on it flying off or anything like that. I still have a few screws in there. Before we get out on the road, let's go on ahead and thank today's sponsor. So today's sponsor is actually going to be Simply Carbon Fiber. So this is a little money wallet clip deal. You can store cards in here, no problem. You can store, I've stuck up to 6 cards in here. I find the sweet spot is between like 4 and 5, but you can store cards in there. Also has a spot for cash. You can put plenty of cash in here. And this thing is real carbon fiber. I mean, it is as light as you could expect. It's about the weight of just the cards that you have in there, to be quite honest. And size-wise, way smaller than my other wallet. I'll have to throw a size comparison up here on screen for you guys. But it is almost to where I don't even realize that I'm carrying it with me, which is awesome, because my other wallet, I was always annoyed with it being in my back pocket and stuff like that, hurting my back. This is one of their products. They also offer tons of other products. They offer things in regular twills of carbon fiber. They offer forged carbon fiber as well, sunglasses, a whole bunch of things. I'll throw up their website on the screen. But today, if you use HC10, you will get 10% off, and that's code HC10, okay? So we got you guys 10% off anything on their store. It's super high quality, 100% carbon fiber, and I know if you got one, you definitely won't regret it. Yes, let me show you guys this bumper situation that we got going on right here. If I just put my foot there, I mean, you guys can see the amount of wiggle that goes on. This whole bumper just kind of shakes about. But it is what it is, you know. It hasn't come off at all. Also, whenever I did remove that grill, I don't know if any of you guys have ever thought about doing this. I pulled out my fog lights and just to see what they looked like. They're super easy to remove. It's literally just 2 screws, and obviously you unplug them. But pulled them out to see what it would look like having air ducts going towards the wheels or brakes. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. If you guys want, let me know down in the comments section below. I'll do it again and just kind of get your guys' opinion on it as well. I think that some people may like it. I think it also could serve some actual functional purpose for brake cooling. You guys just have to let me know what you think. We do have a beautiful day out here though, even though it's super windy. I mean, it's a nice day. We kind of had some crap weather for a little while, but it's been getting nice. Spring's coming along. Also, I'm curious, where do you guys live at? What part of the country, what part of the world? If you guys are in the US, drop your state. If you're not in the US, drop your country or city, whatever you want to do. But I'm just curious, where are you guys at? I'd like to know. I mean, you guys are my audience. I you know, just curious. Not being a creep or anything, you know, just curious. I forgot, I gotta show you guys this burnout. So, let's go over here. This is where it starts, right up here. You guys can see. And it goes from here. Let's just go ahead and start driving. It goes all the way up this street. He went around the 18-wheeler, I mean, quite close to it. I don't know if the 18-wheeler was there at the time, but this seems like a rather fresh burnout. You can see you got a little squirrel on that dip right here, and then just continued going all the way out. He was sending it. I mean, definitely a damn good burnout, I'll tell you that. I wish I would have been here to see it. Yeah, I mean, all the way out to right here. And it looks like he might have gripped up again and done it again, or he might have sent it in that way. I'm not sure, but either way, ridiculous burnout. Like I said at the beginning of today's video though, I haven't really been dailing the GTI a whole lot here recently. It's just a bit loud, a bit obnoxious sometimes. I live in a small town, you know, not trying to necessarily get pulled over every single day, so we haven't been dailing it quite here recently, but we definitely do drive it every week, that's for sure. Now sometimes it's only once a week, but nonetheless it is getting driven, and we are planning on having that change here soon. We just need to do a little bit of maintenance stuff on the car here coming up, and then it is going to be ready for you know, some nighttime Mexico runs and stuff like that. So you guys definitely have that to look forward to on the channel. We are going to be getting some of those in. We also still need to get this car on a dyno, and also not only so that way we know how much power we're making right now, but because we are trying to you know, kind of play it safe a little bit. We are on 93 octane. That gives you rather tight margins whenever it comes to tuning, so we are not trying to blow anything up without knowing where we stand. So that is how that process is going, so you guys will have that to look forward to as well. We will be getting on the dyno here soon, but in the meantime, we're just kind of, you know, taking the car out to shows. It is show season. If you guys are interested in seeing any of those car shows, let me know down in the comment section below. We go to car shows almost every single weekend, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I'll bring the camera along, show you guys what we have. I also, as you guys probably know, I run a Volkswagen GTI group. It's mainly a golf group or whatever, but we do like pre-meets and organized group meets and just events and whatnot with mainly golfs. And we do events with, I mean, sometimes 20 plus cars. So if you guys are interested in that, relatively close to Charlotte, North Carolina, definitely link up with me. Hit that link in the description and join my Facebook page. That's the easiest way to connect with me. But that is also where I organize all of like our pre-meets and drives and things like that. So like I said, if you're interested, link up. Alright guys, so that's basically going to be it for today's video. I just really wanted to kind of show you guys what happened whenever I hit that 18-wheeler hit the car. It obviously, like I said, could have been much worse. I'm sure that you guys have probably had some worse experiences. If you do, share those down in the comment section below. I kind of enjoy hearing horror stories, you know, even though no one really wants them to happen to themselves. Nonetheless, drop those down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash a like. If you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. We make Mark 7 GTI content here. We upload every single week, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, let me give a shout out again to Simply Carbon Fiber for sponsoring today's video. Once again, 10% off with my code HC10, which will be linked down in the description below. But nonetheless, I will catch you guys next week, and have a good one.